Good evening, ABL fans. If you're just tuning in to our Facebook and YouTube live streaming channels through ABS-CBN Sports, Virtual Playground, or the ASEAN Basketball League, this is San Miguel Alab Pilipinas versus the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors. Mix Bustos, Martin Antonio, Denise Densai, and the cast of Virtual Playground for tonight's hot and intense basketball action. It is February 17, 2019. As we are nearing the end of the elimination round of the ABL. Bachman, Rosser for three.
And what a luxury to have a 6'6", 6'7" guy, hyper athletic, could shoot from the outside, and just can defend all positions. Talking about Brandon Rosser and just making that three to start the quarter.
And we must not forget, Martin, Ronaldo Bachman is a 6'8", 3 guy.
Small forward.
Small forward. Played for the New York Knicks, Denver Nuggets, played in the NBA, played around the world.
Played in the Olympic qualifiers.
Yes, for Puerto Rico. So he's used to all positions.
And that's what the basketball has been, the trajectory of the game right now. Positionless basketball, everybody can shoot from the outside, everybody can face up, everybody can post up.
That's the trend. That's how, if you see basketball evolution, that's how the game is played right now. Chai Chen, the center, is taking threes also. Mike Bell pulls it up, step back. Orbistondo with the rebound. Orbistondo pushing it. Orbistondo wants to pull up. Not to Bachman. Setting down the play. Rosser made a three earlier. Havilona for three. Finally!
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm for Paulo Havilona. Denise Densai, what do you have for us?
The elimination round is ending, but it's better late than never for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors. Now they are changing their philosophy and fixing their lineup. Corey Bradford, a 40-year-old veteran, is a welcome addition to the Warriors roster. Now the Warriors' journey has not been the smoothest nor the easiest here in the ABL, but they believe in the philosophy, struggle with a purpose. Who you are is defined by what you're willing to struggle for, because our struggles determine our success. And they believe that if they win tonight's game, their struggle the past 3 games would make the victory sweeter. Back to you, Mix and Martin.
And sometimes struggle is the way to go for you to reach your success.
Exactly. Words of wisdom from Mr. Game Time himself.
Just taking it from Denise's report, but also it has been a dismal season so far for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors.
Just winning a pair of games.
Winning a pair of games. This is their second to the last game in this elimination round.
But listening to that from Corey Bradford, 40-year-old, well-traveled veteran, as we see Ronaldo Bachman. Artillery is out, 11 points for Ronaldo.
Mike Bell, the second leading scorer for the Wolf Warriors, averaging 15 a game. Shorting the knee-high shorts.
Going a little old school.
Yeah. As Cheong Son will be called for that reach-in. Kaelan, C-A-E-L-A-N, means powerful warrior in Irish, if I believe.
He has that warrior Irish blood in him.
Yes.
That's why he is a little feisty if you watch him play. He could stroke it from the outside, but he is not afraid to mix it up inside the paint.
This is his second year with the ABL. Last year was his debut with the Chongson Kung Fu. Now 8 points for Mike Bell. Make that Chai Chen, rather. Havilona manning the points. Quarterback duties for Coach Jimmy. Havilona for three. He's open.
And he has the green light. Every time he is given that opportunity to just take shots.
Bradford against a smaller Havilona. Bradford powers his way in.
And that's maturity and bully ball for you.
9 points. Corey Bradford. Brandon Rosser made a three earlier. Bradford gets that drop to go.
Soft touch for the big guy. Very young player.
Bradford. Back-to-back baskets for Corey Bradford.
And trying to get a foul there. Trying to get his hip.
Havilona kicks it out. The fireball for three. Bang!
And the streak is alive.
As you mentioned earlier, Josh Orbistondo makes at least 1 3 a game. 42-26, San Miguel Alab leads. Patterson, no go. Rebound by Bachman. Bachman again manning the point. Orbistondo In and out. Almost back-to-back threes for him. That would have brought the house down here in Santa Rosa.
And more importantly, their outside shooting has been clicking on this quarter, and their defense getting another block. Kalen Chongson.
Babilona now to Chongson. No help defense. Chongson for three. Back-to-back threes for San Miguel Alab, Pilipinas.
And that's how you reward a guy who worked hard on the defensive side, getting a block, running in transition, getting a rhythm three, forcing the Wolf Warriors to get a timeout.
This is the biggest lead of the ball game for Alab Pilipinas at 19 points. 45-26, we take a timeout. Corey Bradford. I thought that was a shot, but that was a handoff. A drop pass rather to Patterson, but Chongson rewards himself for that good defense for this big three that made Coach Matt Skillman take a timeout for this biggest lead of the ball game at 19 points for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. But now we're talking about the ammo, the artillery of the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas against the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors. 3 for Bobby Ray, 2 for Chongson, 2 for Havilona, and now Martin. They have 7 total threes for Alab Pilipinas.
Equaling the production of these guys. 21 out of the 43 points combined for those guys. 7 3-pointers for them.
I stand corrected, 6 3-pointers.
And right now the team combined 6 3-pointers in the first half. That was the struggle that they had against the Wolf Warriors in Zhuhai.
And they had a total of 7 3-pointers against the Wolf Warriors last game. Follow-away shot, good D by Chongson. Rebound by Patterson. Spins inside, loses his balance. But now again, Bachman runs the break. Bachman gets a little fancy on that one. But ball will remain with Alab.
Trying to put some English on that pass.
Or in Filipino, we call that
Pectus. Yeah.
Yes. For our Filipinos abroad, watching abroad, you know that term?
A lot of Filipinos, a lot of OFW workers, overseas Filipino workers, has been following the ABL.
Bachman. Orbistondo looks for Chongson. Hands it off, double is Ray Parks. Cross-court pass, the D worked for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors.
And he was expecting Kalen Chongson after going with that tee up on the dribble drive to relocate on that corner. That's why he skipped it right away, but Kalen Chongson wasn't there.
A little more relaxed for Alab Pilipinas on that play. No foul called, but as a loose shoot, gets a bucket on that one.
An interesting side note here, Chris Shento, who played really well in the first around 12 minutes of that ball game during their ball game in Zhuhai, is absent because of that sprained ankle that he sustained in that game.
Kalen Chongson, corner three, and that just burns the net.
And we've been talking about artillery. Alab Pilipinas has brought everything with them today.
Parks, Orbistondo. And now a runaway play. That is good for Chai Chen.
An experienced move right there, protecting the layup with his big body. If you look at Chai Chen, he has a big boy.
Yes. He's a big boy, but can do everything from inside to the outside. 7 total threes for Alab. Now, make it 8! Kalen Chongson, 3 3-pointers this game, and he's hot. And he's unconscious.
And you can see the smile of Coach Makuan on the sideline. He has been working with him before the game with his shooting drills.
9 points for Kalen Chongson.
All coming from 3.
Yes. Orbistondo drops it off. Bachman, reverse. Just too short.
Playing hopscotch on the line.
Now Liu, Bradford for 3. Still no go for the Wolf Warriors. And pushing the tempo is Alab Pilipinas. Bachman. Bachman decides to pull back, looking for teammates. Setting it up. Parks at the right wing. He's alone. 2-man game. Gets a screen from Bachman. Parks. Inside, screen and slip, as you mentioned, Martin Antonio.
Great hands, catching it with one hand for his 13th point, not putting it down, just using the footwork and the glass to finish that shot.
53-30, biggest lead of the ball game at 23. Spin move inside a Yanche.
And momentarily puts a plug on that bleeding for the Wolf Warriors.
Parks. Parks. To Jungson for 3.
And who made 4 3-pointers? That was Josh Orbistondo in Lapu-Lapu City. But right now, 4 3-pointers for Kalen Tiongson in the quarter.
He's just unconscious.
Just like our statistician Jared Pistol right here. Being unconscious.
He also can't believe that it's also big 12 points only in this quarter. 4 threes for Kalen Tiongson. Just a clinic, 3-point clinic for Tiongson. Just too strong of a pass for Orbistondo. Yan She against Bachman. 16 on the shot clock. Yan She against now to Tiongson the switch. Mike Bell jabs. Mike Bell gets fouled. 2 free throws on the way for Bell.
And every time Mike Bell, Corey Bradford, Tez Patterson tries to put in a move, they get to the paint. There are at least 3 to 4 guys collapsing before the shot attempt.
And before those 2 free throws by Mike Bell, Coach Jimmy Alapag takes a timeout. It is 56-34. Alab Pilipinas leads by 22 points. Alab Pilipinas is just putting on a clinic. As of course, we're joined in by our loyal Alab fans. If you have our dance cams, kiss cams, we have our hug cam.
Right in time for
Valentine's is still not over. We're still in the spirit of the season of love. Hug cam for our friends, our girlfriends, wives.
Of course, wives and girlfriends.
Wives and girlfriends.
Enjoying the game.
Yes.
And right now, on the second quarter alone, Mix, 8 out of 11 3-pointers for Alab Pilipinas, and for the other team, the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors, 0 out of 3.
And just fitting, Martin, 8 3-pointers is converted to 24 points, and it is plus 22 right now for Alab Pilipinas. So imagine if they could have at least stopped at least half of that, they would be still at bay in this ball game. As Corey Bradford and Coach Jimmy Alapag having a little chat. Bell.
But the thing is, Mix, those 3-pointers are coming from secondary breaks when the defense is not yet set up. A lot of cross-court passing and extra passes led to those threes.
Reverse layup for Oping Somalinog, no go. Rebound by Rivero. Albano. Almost a pull-up, but a good drop pass to Prince Rivero.
And Prince Rivero, specialty of the house, ever since his MVP days in high school for La Salle Green Hills. That's one of his best assets, just hanging inside the paint.
And his arms were up, but he was called for a foul against Mike Bell.
Second personal foul.
I think that Kalen Tiongson, I stand corrected. So far, everybody except Thomas Torres and J.R. Albanza have fielded in this ball game. Brandon Rosa looking his way to check in. Coach Matt Skillman on our screens. Mike Bell makes the second free throw.
And Rosser coming in for Kalen Johnson.
Rosser for Tiongson, the substitution.
Waxing hot, Kalen Tiongson, getting much deserved applause from his teammates.
Rosser to Parks. Zone defense now for Zhuhai. Parks, corner 3. Somalinog. Just too strong on that one. Rebound by Zhuhai. Yan She. Now to Bell at top. At the post, Rosser was called for a foul.
And Brandon Rosser using his hands instead of his feet on the defensive side of the basketball. On the post entry, he was trying to outmaneuver Chai Chen on the post, but he was using his forearm to shove him out.
That's why he was called for the foul. There was little contact that our officials saw that hindered the movement of Chai Chen. Chai Chen, as I mentioned earlier, he's the leading scorer for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors, averaging 18 a game. Also with 6.8 rebounds and 3 assists. So
but had a forgettable outing last February 15 against Alab Pilipinas. He was in foul trouble, fouled out in the start of the fourth quarter on that ball game.
It only had 7 points. High-low pass! Brandon Rosser with a jam!
And that's interior passing for you. No-look pass by Prince Rivero and Brandon Rosser elevating for his 6th point in this quarter. Check that, 7 points because one of his shots is a 3-pointer.
One of the more exciting plays. Just too easy, Rivero to Rosser. As we can see this highlight. Bounce pass, high-low play, Brandon Rosser with a stuff.
A little bit taller with the throw, but same athleticism as his older brother Matt. Very, very athletic, could shoot from the outside, rocking the throw and rocking the same number 22.
12 points for Bradford. Corey Bradford, one of the newest additions for the Wolf Warriors. You mentioned he's 40?
40 last December.
Does it look like it? Playing like a
21-year-old?
Yes.
Taking all the hits?
21-year-old veteran.
Uh-huh.
Albano. Two-man game between him and Rivero. Albano drops it off again to Rosser but taps it out. All ball on that one. Recovered by Zhuhai. Chen. Contact, no foul. Albano running the break. 3-on-2. To Sumalino. Misses the gimme.
They're almost there for Oping Sumalino.
Jong. Now with the rock against Bradford, against Parks. Setting the play, 12 on the shot clock. Tai Chen, cross court to Yan She. Blocking foul was called on, I believe that was called on Prince Rivero.
More of a hip check because he was delayed on his shuffle. Getting a breakdown move. And talking about assist numbers. Fluidity on offense, 20 assists for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, while for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors, only 8 assists. And last game, they had 31 assists, talking about Alab Pilipinas right now. In the first half, they have 20. So very, very attainable for them.
That's always the dream of coaches, to have high assist numbers.
Because in the game of basketball, the ball has energy. Every time everybody touches it, they are more intense, especially on the defensive side of the basketball.
Rosser looking to beat the buzzer, no good. But still, a good size for Alab Pilipinas as that they dominated this second quarter with a barrage of threes led by Kaylan Tiongson, some by Josh Orbistondo. As we're talking about Kaylan Tiongson, 12 points, 4 3-pointers in this second quarter. But it has been Corey Bradford, Mike Bell, and Chai Chen desperately lifting up their team to keep themselves at bay against Alab Pilipinas. Bobby Ray Parks also contributing to that cause for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. It is 60-41. Alab leads by 19 points. We'll be back for some analysis in halftime and also some games and fun. And we'll be back on SNA for more ABL.